Tonight, we are at the National Homestead Orphanage that is said to be one of the most haunted places in Gettysburg, where tragic events happen, ghostly apparitions of children can be heard laughing, whispering, and even pleading for help. Tonight, we will speak to them directly and learn what actually happened all those years ago. Kelcats, welcome back to my channel, and if you guys are new here, my name is Kelsi Davies, and I'm a clairvoyant, meaning I see and speak to the dead. I hope you're ready for this.
This boy died of starvation.
I'm here.
Kids, hands me cheese.
No. Shane! No! Oh my god, I said Shane! Healthy Drew. Oh my god! Tonight I'm here with two very special guests. We're here with Chris Starr. What's up, guys?
As well as Drew Hall.
Woohoo!
Oh my, ew.
No, it's not it.
That was not it. I think he was trying to do something and it just wasn't it. I'd rather you fart than do that.
What?
Please just fart next time.
Okay, well, are you ready? Oh, it was silent.
I feel like I'm having a heart attack, but in my on my right side, my
so
lung.
chaotic. Oh my god.
Did someone die of something? My lung hurts.
Did someone die?
Probably.
Did somebody die from farting too hard?
Is that a thing? So we like to go places without knowing anything about the history. All I know is that there were tragedies that happened here and that obviously it's an orphanage. There were things with children here as well. That's about all I know. So I'm a little bit nervous. There's a really heavy energy. So earlier when we were walking by, I saw a woman in a black dress dart this way. So she was over here and she went. And both Chris and I were picking up on this woman that, I don't know, there's something off about her. There was also something with a little boy I kept seeing over and over, possibly being starved. I'm not really sure if that will coordinate with everything, but we just want to walk through and see what we feel before we have like a tour and everything. Let's go this way. That is interesting that I saw the woman, she went through the wall. I thought there was an opening right here. She had to have gone through this wall. Oh, what is this? A miniature recreation of the type of dress worn by the female orphans? So these must have been some people from the orphanage. Oh my god, you scared me.
I'm sorry.
You're okay. I was like, someone's coming.
I've done that before.
Woo! Come in here.
So it's down over here.
Whoa. Oh my god. What is that?
That's in the basement.
That's interesting. Earlier I was seeing something with a chain. Oh my god. That's really disturbing. When we walked in, I walked past this area for the first time and my heart just dropped into my... Oh, what? What the f*** is that? Oh my god. It scared me. Oh, stop. Why did they put that there? Did you see that? Yes. Did that not scare you? Well, Drew was like, come here and see this.
I thought there was a kid down there.
Do you want to come down to the basement?
We're going to the basement?
Yeah, my stomach dropped when I walked by this room, so I want to go down here and just see.
Oh, Lord. Guys, I don't,
Oh my gosh, these are all the kids.
My fingertips are numb.
Oh, this must be for all the little kids.
With my breathing is back healthy.
Yeah. It's heavy down here. Ow!
Did you hit your head on the pole?
It's really low. I'm only 5'6".
You're gonna watch. You're gonna.
Was that you?
No, that was behind this.
That was a whole footstep.
Hello? Are you hiding? It sounded like something moved.
Sounded like this. Like a shoe on the ground.
It was, yeah, a weird sound.
This little area back here gets even tighter. What could this have possibly been used for?
Well, judging by that little statue up there, I'm
Is it
assuming-
actually duck?
Oh my god, I'm nauseous. I feel like, whoa. I feel really nauseous right here. Oh my god.
What is this? Oh, there's a ball back here. What? How is my shoe? Something just pulled my shoelace. Kelsi, I felt it being pulled. I didn't do that. How would I do that? Look it's still tied.
That's interesting.
I wonder if they like to pull shoelaces.
Probably. Maybe
Do you
they
guys
wanna
like
play.
Do you guys like to play with shoelaces?
Oh my god, I feel so nauseous in here. There's something just weird about this. They said that tragic things happened here. I just want to take a minute and just draw out some things.
I'm almost wondering if the children. Oh my god, I'm trying to figure
Did
out
you
a way
hear
to
that?
describe what I'm seeing.
Chris, did you hear that?
Was that a whisper?
It didn't sound right. It sounded like
I thought that was you.
no. It's a really skinny little boy.
I do want to say I feel like they picked favorites.
There's like a little boy I keep seeing with really tight cheekbones. Like he just looks really malnourished or really, really skinny. This is the boy I was seeing earlier. I'm trying to draw him out the best way I can.
But I don't know why they would pick favorites. Like what made them do that.
Did you hear that? That was behind me. It sounded like something touched the pipe like that. Hi. You're okay. We're not here to hurt you. You're safe. Nice to meet you. Are you the little boy that's showing me yourself? I know that bad things happened here. I think this boy's parents died. I don't know how. I think there was a robbery or something and he lost his parents when he was really, really little. This is really, really sad what I'm seeing. This little... I know you're behind Drew over there. We're safe. We're not here to hurt you. If you want to come forward.
What was that?
What?
Something just pulled in the back of my pants.
Really?
Yeah.
He's behind you.
So, well, someone untied my damn shoe. You know what, Kelsi? I think they might have put the sick children down here to hide the fact that they weren't taking care of them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling.
Well, and that image upstairs of that kid being chained was really disturbing.
There's an image of a child being
That-
chained.
That statue you saw, it was chained. The kid had chains around.
Oh.
Like,
Well, they were definitely keeping that a secret and hiding that, and that probably happened down here. There's no way that they would just openly do that upstairs, right?
yeah. He has like the ears that
Oh.
kind of go forward. Did you see that?
Yep.
I can't see anything. The light's like in my eyes.
It was like a shadow.
Yep, I saw that, and there was a footstep as we saw that too.
I must see his clothes tattered. Maybe he tattered them.
So, I'm not really understanding what made them pick and choose who to take care of and who not to take care of, but I feel like there was just like favoritism that went around.
He seems sad. I said tears in his eyes.
And it's really sad when you think about it because it's so dark
Died.
and small down here.
Did you die
and
here?
cold. On a leash? This is where these children would
She
be
would
kept.
grab him by his ear, because he had big old ears, and she would pull him. Pain. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I keep seeing like this rose shape. I don't know what that symbolizes. Oh man, I got sick to my stomach as I started drawing that.
So this is what Kelsi is picking up on, guys.
People? Does the rose have something to do with someone? I feel like I'm getting very anxious down here. What is this rose for?
Have something to do with his mom.
Maybe.
I
thought
was
it
sworn
said-
that said he gave it to her.
Gave it to her.
Yeah, he gave it to her. I think that's what that just said. He gave it to her, right? True?
Yeah. I
Maybe
think the
he-
boy gave it to his mother.
Guys, we go to some terrible places, but when they
This
involve
one's-
children, it's so much heavier.
This one's just the pain here. I mean, it's just really, really awful. Like the fear and the anxiety and the just trembling.
loneliness.
Like my whole body's trembling down here.
The loneliness.
Yes. A drawing. Yeah, I drew you. This is you. Do you like it? It's not like the best. I try to do little sketches, but thank you for sharing that with me. Sharing that with us. What is in here?
It's like there's in there.
Oh my god.
There's a ball.
There's a chain.
Wait, what?
That's where
How?
There's a full-on chain.
How did I miss that before?
Oh my god.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a session in there.
Oh my god. Wait.
No, Kelsi, it is
I
so
pooped
bad.
my pants.
It's like,
Guys, the things, give the like button a nice little tap for my ass. It's dirty.
Mine is really
We get dirty doing these things. That is disturbing. I mean, clearly they were chained up. Wow, I wonder who was in here. There's a lot of toys. We'll have
She's not
to.
far enough in.
We'll come back down into here. I'm feeling really nauseous down here. I just need to get out. I
Here?
just need to go up for a minute. You can wipe my butt off. Like, boyfriend of the year.
I wish that we brought them an
Bad.
offering.
Bad.
I didn't even walk over here either. So we haven't done a tour or anything yet. We're gonna do it after. I just wanted to walk through and feel. And so far it's just, it's dark.
Okay.
What is this? I wonder if the lady that ran this place was like super religious in a very negative way, you know? Like would make them pray or would, I just keep hearing sinners. I wonder if she would like think they were sinners. You know what I mean? Like
Everything they ever did was a sin.
almost in a, what is it called? Spiritual psychosis. Right. What if she was in some sort of psychosis in a way? Like it was forced on her when she was little, so she tried to force it on others? Possibly. Years later, Fred, Frank, and Alice. Who is this? Philinda? Yeah, because there was the Battle of Gettysburg, so there was that big just civil war going on, right? Civil war? I hope my history's right. But a lot of the children, like Chris was, whoa. I just saw a kid right here. Chris, where did you see the person on the bench?
Oh, and then I heard it immediately after I said it, right? That bench.
This one?
Yep.
I just saw a kid sitting on this
Yep.
bench.
Yep, you'll see it in
The
my
same
video.
one?
Literally this bench right here.
This one.
And then you hear a creak like someone sat down. Caught it in my video.
She did not. I was not over here.
Yeah, Kelsi was in
Wild. It was little. Was it a kid?
Yeah, it was a kid.
Yeah, and
He sat down.
their feet couldn't touch the floor.
It was a creak. You hear it. It's so
I just
loud.
saw their feet. You know, when kids sit down, their feet are straight, like
Oh my god, I have
straight up like
goosebumps.
this.
I have
They were in this
goosebumps.
this bluish outfit.
I felt the presence of a child sit down. Like he
No, I
was, like,
saw
he was holding
them.
me.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I thought it was maybe a little girl, but I'm not sure.
I didn't see like a physical apparition. I just felt the energy.
I saw a full.
I thought I saw someone out of the corner of
I
my
think it was a
eye.
little girl with brown hair.
And you know what's interesting too? There's a couple original photos of people.
Yeah.
And there's a girl in one of these too. I don't think she died here though. I think she died when she was older, but these are all original.
Yes, yeah, I was looking at these. It's very rare I'll see them like people like that, but it was
just
like a
saw something out of
person.
the corner of my eye. And I just felt it, and then you heard a creak.
Hi, I see you. Whoa, this doll was a gift to the spirits of the orphanage. Something in the cellar destroyed it.
This is the
What?
orphanage.
When there's really bad things that happen at places, usually something very negative manifests itself from all of that energy. I'm wondering if there's something like that here that's manifested itself, because that is angry. Unless it was a child that was angry.
Well, we can indirectly manifest negative energy just by our emotions and our energy, and it forms a consciousness of its own.
Yeah.
So it's not
You
a
can create
demonic
your own-
entity.
You can create. It's kind of like they say you create your own demons, but it's
not a demon.
it's manifestation of all this just hatred, pain, fear, all these negative, complex
Very negative
emotions.
and energy. It's not a demon, but you can indirectly conjure like a consciousness, if that makes sense.
I can't wait to do the tour and just hear. I'm excited.
Me
I
too,
feel like we're
because
on to
already
some
picking up on
things.
so much.
Ah, Andrew heard a little girl earlier. Do you think it was the same
Oh,
one?
Drew, what did you hear?
So when everybody was in here, I was walking like past the stairway down to the basement, and I heard like a hello, like a little girl say hello.
Oh, and I heard someone walking up the stairs. I was sitting right there, and then I look over, and there was like a short, maybe like 4 foot tall person standing right next to me.
Really?
White apparition, full blown white apparition.
I'm curious if they would call out to people like to see if like they're checking in on them, like to check it to see if like if the kids were okay, and they're going hello, like to call them downstairs.
Maybe. Wow, that's amazing. I love that we're all experiencing all these things and seeing.
Oh, my recording stopped.
By itself? What? Interesting.
My
That
shoe
never
got
happened.
untied. Drew's camera just stopped recording.
That's never happened. We gotta wop off. We gotta wop off the the dirt.
Wait, I literally have this.
Why are we so close together? You're just getting all the dirt off my butt.
Bad.
No, that's what I swear they probably did that here. Oh, they scared me.
Why? Oh my god! I already saw 2 apparitions.
Woo! Woo! There's some things in here.
Oh my god.
Captured in
gosh,
the
so
cellar.
we were telling them about the little girl.
That was captured in the cellar.
Whoa.
And that's a REM pod in front.
That's like the one that looks like
amazing.
Rosa, my friend
And
captured.
we've had others
Rose?
too.
Yeah.
There was
Rosa
a
was
girl.
the caretaker, the evil caretaker.
Oh my god, I drew a rose.
Right.
We were trying to figure out what the rose was.
What the rose meant, that could be what the rose is.
What?
Yeah, Rosa Carmichael was the evil caretaker that came in after.
The evil caretaker.
What did I drew a rose.
Yeah, look, on our way here at dinner, I was like, there's a really mean, wicked
Yeah,
woman.
mean lady.
She doesn't like me. I don't like her, so that's okay.
Sometimes they'll show me things like rather
Before you
than
get here.
they'll show
Yeah, we were at
things.
dinner just collecting, like, like, whatever they were sending us and at dinner,
Because
you
I knew you
know?
were coming.
Yeah. We
Interesting.
were just feeling that. What did you call her? The...
Rosa
Matron.
Carmichael. She was the matron
Of the orphanage.
of the
She was
orphanage.
not nice.
Oh.
No, not at all.
My name's Tom Demko. I'm a tour guide with Ghostly Images of Gettysburg, and I am also a resident of the Children's Orphanage building.
I'm Christy. I'm like the graveyard shift employee here. I host the private investigations that come in the middle of the night.
And my name is George. I am one of the ghost image guides. I mostly vacate the Jenny Wade house, but sometimes haunt the orphanage on occasion.
I know in this room last year on 2 tours, people saw a man in that closet.
I was interested.
I didn't even
in
see that closet.
I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it's a storage closet.
Yeah, it didn't seem
One
like much.
boy, 12 years old, saw a man dressed in gray, not wearing modern clothing. And I said, when you saw this man, were you afraid? He said, oh no, he waved to me. And then I got a chill after he said that. And another person saw a man in that closet about 2 weeks later. Welcome everybody to the Gettysburg Children's Orphanage. This orphanage building was built in 1836. Actually lived in initially by a man who was a veteran of the War of 1812. This orphanage building was the headquarters of Union General O.O. Howard. It was also a field hospital, which meant amputations were conducted in the orphanage building. Arms and legs were stacked outside the building window high. The connection to the Battle of Gettysburg and the orphanage would begin on July 1st, 1863, when a Union sergeant by the name of Amos Humiston, pictured here, he'd be mortally wounded on the north end of town. As he lay dying, he held a photograph of his 3 children, who are pictured here, Frank, Frederick, and Alice. As he lay dying, that would be the last image he sees before he passes away. A few days later, a local woman from town would take the picture from his hands, give it to her father, who owned a saloon on the outskirts of town. His name was Shriver. He'd have a chance encounter with a doctor from Philadelphia named John Francis Bournes. Dr. Bournes asked if he could have the photograph. He was intrigued by it, and Amos Humiston at the time had no identification on him. Nobody knew who he was. So Dr. Bournes would run a description of that photograph in all the major Northeast newspapers. It took 3 months before a woman who lived in a small town in New York, Portville, that would be Amos Humiston's wife, pictured here, Felinda Humiston. So this orphanage would open in 1866. And Felinda Humiston would be brought in by Dr. Bournes, who was the founder, to serve as one of the matrons. When the orphanage opened, the first 3 years, things went really, really well here. The children were well fed, well clothed, they were getting a good education. This would have been the backyard of the orphanage where children played. In 1867, then General U.S. Grant, who would become president 1 year later, visits the orphanage and had his photograph taken right in front of the orphanage building. General Grant is the shorter man in the center of the picture. He's with the governor of Pennsylvania, 2 other generals. All the children are wearing their finest clothing right in front of the orphanage, and the orphanage looks very much the same today as it did in 1867. Some of the staff would leave after the first 3 years, including Miss Felinda. She would remarry and move to Massachusetts. So Dr. Bournes, who was the founder, is responsible to bring in the next matron. He knew a woman who he claimed had exceptional credentials. She was a strong disciplinarian. He thought she'd be perfect. And her name is Rosa J. Carmichael.
That's who we were picking up on. I kept saying she was strict and she was mean and she didn't like them, and I don't like her either.
Rosa comes in 1870, and indeed that's when everything changes. The dark history begins. I always feel like there's a dark cloud constantly hovering over this building. The children who had been happy are now miserable because they are terrified of Rosa Carmichael, because she would punish them and torture them for any infraction they might commit. These punishments would happen here, which was the backyard. In the main level, the dining room will soon be in. Her cruelest punishment of the children would take place in the cellar. Now, in this backyard used to be surrounded by a split rail fence, and on hot summer days, she would punish the children by tying their wrists to the split rail fence. She'd leave them out in the hot summer sun, baking in the heat for hours. Wild dogs used to run loose that would growl at the children, gnaw at their ankles. Poor kids had to be scared to death. We know of at least one child who died while Rosa was in charge. His name was Robert Turner. One day a local child from town would come to the orphanage, knocks on the front door. Rosa would answer. The boy would say, "Is Robert home? Can he come out and play?" And Rosa would basically tell the boy, "Robert's not here, he's dead." Slams the door in the child's face. She claimed Robert Turner died of irritable bowel syndrome, issues in your stomach. She never called the doctor, never notified authorities. She would bury Robert Turner right here in the backyard.
Where we're standing.
In this back general vicinity, yes.
And we don't know where his body is.
Well, authorities would come out after they get word that this happened, and they would ask Rosa, "Where is Robert Turner's body?" She was not very helpful other than to say he's buried somewhere out in the back, and authorities come back here with poking sticks until they found Robert Turner's body. They performed an autopsy. They said this boy didn't die of irritable bowel syndrome. This boy died of starvation.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's the boy I was drawing. I said he was starved. I just got full body chills. Oh my god.
some people have the theory that perhaps she was abused as a child. And
That's what I-
all she understood and why she took that out.
That's
Same
what I
way
said
other
earlier.
children.
That's the kid. That's the little boy. He was like so skinny, so skinny. I drew his cheekbones and I was like, he was starved.
Which could be Rosa.
Yes, next to him. And he was crying. He was just like in.
Scared of her.
In my 24 years of visiting and living in Gettysburg, I've had two experiences where I believe I've seen apparitions. And the most recent one happened 4 years ago in my apartment on the second floor. I was in my living room taking a nap, an afternoon nap on my couch. And when I woke up from this nap, at the foot of my couch, I did see a woman wearing a black Victorian dress. Her hair was up in a bun. She was staring at me. And God's honest truth, I was so scared I just pulled the blanket I had over my head. And when I peeked back out, she was gone.
Do you think that was Rosa?
I do believe
Yes,
it was Rosa.
that's who I saw.
Although there is no photograph we can verify what she looks like, when I saw this woman, in my mind, I saw Rosa Carmichael.
Ah, sorry, I get so excited. It just never gets old, you know, like I like to test myself everywhere we go. I'm always like, I don't want to know anything. I always get mad at people. I'm like, don't tell me anything. I just want to get it myself. And it's just so validating too, you know, it's tragic and I wish I was wrong, but that is wild.
This would have been the dining room during the years of the orphanage. As many as 80 to 100 children would be in here having meals. And in this particular room, one of Rosa's punishments of the children, she would force them to stand on tables and chairs. They would stand as long as they could. Their legs would grow weary. They'd literally fall and collapse to the floor, and she'd have them repeat it over and over. If a young girl caused an issue or tore their clothing, she would punish them. She would humiliate them, force them to wear boys' clothing, sometimes for as long as 2 months at a time. Sometimes she'd make them be seen that way out in public. She was such a mean-spirited woman that after the Civil War is when we first began observing Memorial Day. Originally, it was called Decoration Day. Children from the orphanage for several years would march in a procession to the cemetery, the National Cemetery next door, and they would lay flowers on the graves of the Union soldiers. Some of the children who came here, fathers are buried there. But one year, Rosa punished all the children. She wouldn't let any of them participate. They were so upset. It was their favorite thing that they looked forward to every year. They were forced to look out the windows of the orphanage and watch other children lay the flowers on those graves. The children that came here could be as young as 4 or 5 years old, and when they were 15 or 16, most of them would leave. But one young man who was 19 years old, his name was Richard Hutchinson. He was considered one of Rosa's thugs. Richard had a handicap, he only had one arm, and the children called him Stick Boy because he carried a stick that he used to beat the children. They said he smelled so bad they could actually smell him coming. It gave them a chance to run and hide. So this Dr. Borns, who was considered the founder, everybody thought he was a good Samaritan. He was actually embezzling money from this orphanage. He was also would solicit funds from churches. They would donate $25 or more a year to sponsor children to come here, but he was pocketing most of that money, cutting back on the quality of the food. During the summer months, Dr. Borns, this was his vacation getaway home. He lived upstairs, and he obviously had to know what was happening here with Rosa, and he either turned a blind eye or he endorsed her cruel methods of punishment. Recently, we have been hearing a lot of live voices of children down here. On my tours, I always do an EVP session, and it was only about 2 weeks ago, for the first time in 3 years I've been giving tours, that we heard this voice of a child. Everyone in the group heard it, and we captured it on audio, and it sounded like the voice came from that direction behind the curtain.
Yes, that's where we heard rustling and stuff back there.
Yep, so this is the cellar of the orphanage, and it would be here in the cellar that Rosa Carmichael saved her cruelest punishment for the children. And one of the punishments, especially for the older children, she would actually shackle them to the walls of this cellar. And the last remaining evidence we have is this piece here. Just the top part of that shackle is original, the bottom part is not. And up until about 10 years ago, there were shackles right along this wall of the cellar. Rosa sometimes couldn't shackle some of the younger children because their wrists are too tiny. But she had other means to punish them. And behind me, while not original, there is a barrel there. And she would use a barrel just like that, would place children as young as 4 or 5 years of age inside of a barrel.
Oh my
She would
God.
fill the barrel with water. She would tie their wrists to the side of the barrel. The only thing keeping them from drowning is the fact their wrists are tied to the side of the barrel.
She put them in a barrel.
She got creative. It's like she got a kick out of doing all this.
She was sadistic. How
Yeah.
did she manage to shackle the older children? Did her stick boy help her?
No, I'm sure she had a stick boy and maybe a couple others of the older children that were forced to, comply with what she wanted.
I would have just ran away.
Those were the things.
Well,
tried.
there is.
Yeah.
Well, one of the reasons that things came to a head with Rosa is actually Richard Hutchinson's stick boy. One night, even he had enough of what was going on here. He would actually sneak out of here one night. He wouldn't go to authorities in Gettysburg because he didn't trust they would do anything. He walked 20 miles in his bare feet to the town of Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, which ironically is where Dr. Bournes was from. He tells authorities there, you have to do something. This woman is crazy. She's torturing the children. They're not getting anything to eat. And that would contribute to an investigation because now word is getting around about Robert Turner, the boy buried in the backyard, Georgie London locked in the outhouse. The children didn't participate in Memorial Day parade. It raised a lot of concerns, so it would lead to an investigation. And they would charge Rosa with 3 counts of assault and battery of children. In court, she's found guilty on 1 of the 3 charges. The incident involving Georgie London in the outhouse. He actually testified against her in court. Her punishment, which was the harshest that could be imposed on a woman during that time period, she received a fine of $20.
What?
And
Wow.
she was ordered to leave town immediately. And the amazing thing is, she doesn't leave town. She would come right back here to the orphanage. She said everything is a lie. They slandered my good name. We believe she stayed for a couple more months, and God only knows what those poor children went through in those final months before she just ups and disappears. And the mystery of Rosa Carmichael is that to this day, nobody knows where she goes after she leaves Gettysburg. Back then, there were no birth certificates issued. She could have easily changed her name, moved to another city, hid her past. Her name maybe never really was Rosa Carmichael.
So she got away with it.
Yeah.
Well, she did, and some people believe perhaps she didn't. That local town people were so furious at what she did to these poor kids that perhaps they murdered her and buried her in a field in Gettysburg. Some people believe she may have went to Philadelphia and reconnected with Dr. Bournes, but to this day, we just don't know. We don't even have a photograph we can verify what she looks like.
Oh man, I'm not gonna
I'm
sleep
mad.
tonight. I need to know where this woman went.
The only good thing that came out of this was that the laws did change, became much harsher for anyone that might consider ever harming children like she did. And of course, Rosa's cruelest punishment in the cellar. And when the children are in this cellar, they are getting very little food. There's probably mice and other rodents running loose down here. And in this cellar, there is no natural light, no windows. So the children are down here in complete darkness.
And it was probably freezing in the winter.
I can't imagine.
You
what
go
they
blind if you're in
experienced.
darkness for that long too.
But I'm sure it affected them, traumatized these poor kids for God knows how long, those that eventually got out of here. But
Do we have any other confirmed deaths other than the one in the backyard?
we don't know names, but we believe several other children may have died and some may have actually went missing while she was here. But Robert Turner is one that we definitely know about.
Wow.
So,
Yeah. That's so awful.
yeah.
I'm just so angry with Rosa. Like, I actually am very mad.
That's just disgusting. That's pure evil. That's evil.
Coming out.
Oh, I know.
She's gonna fight. Chris is gonna fight her. Let me see you. You gonna fight?
I'm gonna fight. I'm
Let's
from
see it.
Jersey.
That's
Tom
what we
knows.
do in Jersey.
That's what we do in Jersey.
what
He
we
knows.
See it, Chris. Let's see it. Is that
Let's go,
it?
Rosa.
That's how you gonna
I
fight
don't
it?
usually instigate, but this involves children.
Yeah, it's very sad because even for me in my professional career before moving to Gettysburg, I ran a Boys and Girls Club in New Jersey. So, you know, I always have a soft spot in my heart for children. And again, here, I know that there are children in this building. Maybe 2 years ago when I was doing the EVP, a child by the name of Joey actually told me that Rosa broke his arm. And I actually felt so bad. And a couple days later, I was speaking, asking, is Joseph still here or Joey? And they said, no, Joey crossed over. So,
Oh, good.
I mean,
That's good.
you hope that, you know, I mean, in the afterlife, if to those who believe that is eternity. So I believe that, well, some of the children may still be here. 100 years, 200 years means nothing when there's eternity. And like I said, for a lot of these children, Georgie London, the boy that came here, he had a younger brother, and he constantly told his mother he wanted to come here, I mean, children wanted to be in a place like this because they thought they'd be safe and well taken care of. Georgie London's mother would exchange letters and always mention, please send our regards to Rosa. People initially thought she was wonderful until the stories start coming out, and then they realize this woman is evil. So Rosa basically violated the trust of these children and these mothers, and the children were traumatized enough. They all lost their fathers in horrible Civil War battles.
All right, we are doing something we've never done before. We are doing a double
else is
seer
coming in.
Estes session while I'm drawing and picking up on things all at the same time. And the REM pod's like beeping. What'd you get, Drew?
There's two shadow people walking through fog, and they have like rainbow glowing orbs by their hands.
By their hands, and
Yeah.
the kids were like shackled.
Alright,
Oh, what does that? Oh my god, the thing just went to yes.
Yeah?
We're calling out to anyone who wants to come forward. If the little boy wants to, that was coming forward earlier.
I brought my Robert doll you can play with.
Ooh, hello. Who are you? Thank you. Oh. Go down.
See how you feel.
What'd you say about the doll, Drew?
I just brought it for them to play with if they want to play with it.
Drew has a Robert the doll. He was gifted by someone. It's really cool. You like that?
We were something down. We were beat down.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Anyone show me yourself, or you can show Drew over there?
Us, Anna.
Anna. Hi, Anna. Were you one of the children here?
I don't miss him.
I keep seeing a broken finger. Did someone break your finger? Your pinky?
He did it.
The man did? The doctor? It's like sideways, their pinky is.
Can you see?
I can.
Who is the little boy downstairs that came to Kelsi?
The one that starved? Yeah? Are you the
It's
same?
him. He's right there.
Are you the same boy? You had your pinky broken.
Please see me.
Can you show me what you look like?
I see you, honey. I'm so sorry that
I'm
happened to
sick.
you.
I'm so emotional. right
Something's
now.
coming through.
I'm gonna cry.
What is that?
Can you step away, please, honey? You're doing a great job.
I can't tell what I'm seeing right now.
Okay.
Oh, it might be glasses.
Thank you, honey. Glasses.
Like glasses that you put liquid in. Or a candle.
Okay. Something like that. Are you still there, hon?
She forced me.
Did you what?
Be.
Did you have to hurt other people for her?
She's evil.
Is this her? I'll stop that for a minute.
Is she the one who's coming through?
I keep seeing just marks on their arm, like she would grab them. Oh, that went to yes. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Drag us.
Yeah, down the stairs, right? That's what you're showing me. She would grab you by the ear, the arm, drag you down the stairs. Did she push you?
We were always worried.
Did she push you down the stairs?
Hit. Buried.
You were buried here, right? Underneath this, where we are right now?
Hit in the head. Buried.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, my head hurts as that.
You're the little boy who's buried under this place. Are you okay, Drew?
Yeah, I thought I heard somebody breathing in my ear and then it made me hard to breathe.
Really?
Yeah, it was like really muffled breathing.
Disgusting.
Whoa, I just heard a big thump right there.
Yeah, I heard it.
She's standing there.
Is that her who walked in? I don't know if that was Chris making that noise.
She's behind you.
Behind too. Oh, I just got something. It's the woods with snow.
They said that
Buried.
we were buried in the winter.
Beneath.
Didn't they say that, or it was summertime, she would leave them out in the hot sun and they would, but then she left someone in the thing in the winter.
I was alone. Robert.
Robert? Isn't that the kid?
Yeah, Robert was the one who starved. He starved to death and she buried him in the backyard.
Lonely. Robert, is that you coming through for me?
Hey?
Thank you. I'm so sorry for what Rosa did to you. We're here for you though, Robert. You have a lot of people here that love you.
Getting something else?
What is it?
It's hard to tell. It's still coming in.
Thank you.
Oh my god. She's making me? It said she's making
Yeah, it's
me?
something about making me. You know she has no control over you anymore.
Honestly, I don't know what this is. It's like a weird like building and then there's something like spraying green stuff into it. And it looks like there's like some piece of equipment to the right.
Rob.
Was there a Robert.
Robert was the one that
Yeah, the little
was
boy.
buried underneath us.
I am getting something else. It is.
Yeah.
It's like a modern bedroom. It looks like a hotel room.
A hotel room.
Yeah. It's got like these lamps that hang over.
Can you make it go different colors, like green? You have to go very close to it to make it go green, purple. Oh, it went to no. You can't do it? That's okay.
I think that thing just said green.
The link to the Spirit Box app we use is down below in the description. Just be safe while you're using it.
Her energy is so overpowering, it almost makes me sick.
Did one of you guys just breathe really heavily?
I'm here. No, we didn't.
I keep on hearing heavy breathing in my ear.
Oh my god.
That was clear. I'm here. Hello, I know you're here.
Yeah, I keep on hearing in my ear.
Oh my god.
Are you breathing in his ear? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Can you do that to Chris?
It's like there's
that to
sign in my
Kelsi?
ear.
I come
Bye,
by.
bye. Can you do that to Kelsi? Kelsi? The bitch. Yes.
Awkward.
Are you talking about Rosa? Because I
She's
feel
kind of a
same.
bitch.
I feel same.
She's kind of a bitch.
I don't like the fact that she messed with children. That's
No.
where I draw the line. I do not provoke.
Children are
but-
so pure and
innocent.
they're just such a light, and then you just dim them down. That's pure.
Yeah, like we
That's
are
pure
born
evil.
into this. We're born into this world with a beautiful white, pure aura. Rosa, are you here with us? You know what's interesting? She's hiding from us.
Yeah, I mean, we are light. She doesn't like that.
She doesn't like us. And
It's the
I don't know if
opposite of
wants
what
to
she
come through.
is.
Like I really
A
don't.
light. I heard a light. I keep getting an image of her throwing a plate of food at
Oh,
one of the
A
children.
plate just came through.
No. Are you serious?
A white plate on an orange table, and there's something on it.
No freaking way.
Oh,
That
my
is
God.
crazy.
It's like a view over a plate, and then like there's like something like at the bottom of it, at the edge of the frame.
Oh my god. Yeah, we just started talking about Rosa. Because I feel like she's hiding. I feel like she's in there. Like you guys keep seeing me look up, and that was the dining area. Like in my, I'm sure you can see me. I keep looking up to that door. I feel like she's hiding in the dining hall.
Yeah, I just keep seeing the kids chained down there and her throwing a plate of food like in front of them, and they could not. It's like both of their hands were chained, so they literally, like a dog, like she treated them like legit animals. Like they had to try to eat the food. It was almost a game to her. She thought it was funny.
REM pod.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
No, we're not done talking to you.
I don't know who is showing me this, or I'm just tapping into things.
So I will tell you, she is in the dining hall right now. Why don't you come out, Rosa? Are you
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. How is that?
It's a person standing, and one arm is down, one is up in the air.
Is it a woman?
I can't tell. It looks more masculine, and like their hand is all deformed.
Oh, it could be Stick Boy.
Oh, he has one arm.
Did he have one arm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had one arm. It was her like thug.
One's down to the side, and the other side it's
He
like
did
it's cut off where you can't see anything on that side.
He did things for Rosa, and then he's the one that went to the authorities. He walked 20 miles.
What?
Because he didn't think the cops here would do anything in town. He was sick of her shit.
This is insane.
How are we? Oh my God, the seer's coming in hot tonight.
Oh, this is crazy.
This is insane. Stick Boy.
Does he like that name? It's like
What was
such
his
a
name? That's his nickname.
Stick
That's what
Boy?
they called him.
Like
I'm not
he
trying to
liked
be-
that?
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Well,
but
I'm
that's
just
how they refer
saying,
to
did he
him.
like that? That's just,
Well, what was his real name?
I don't know.
They called him Stick Boy. Like, well, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry if that's not what you want to be called. Can you tell us what your actual name is?
It's just so funny. Sorry.
Will Stick Boy show me which Rosa looked like?
You're trying to be so
Kelsi.
serious. Let's imagine like being
You're like
called.
making fun of him. Stop.
Just imagine being called Stick Boy.
I'm not making fun of
I'm
you.
sorry, I don't mean to.
I'm trying to
But,
be all
like-
serious, and Kelsi has to. Of
Like they
course,
couldn't think of a cooler nickname. I'm sorry. Okay.
a cooler name.
Well, they didn't
That's-
like him.
It's actually badass. Stick Boy.
Well, they didn't
they
like
didn't
him
like
as the
him.
thing.
Love it. Thank you. Okay. Stick Boy, is that you? If that's you, can you step away from that device?
It sounds like a really awful superhero. Like,
He said, I know this.
This I know this.
Thank you.
Stick
Can you
boy, if that's you, can you step away from that for us, please, and just confirm for us? Can you step away from that device? Please? Thank you.
Can you show me what Rosa looked like? No one else wanted to. Can you show me?
I'm actually trying to draw her right now, how someone's depicting her. I'm trying to draw her, it's not working out for me. It's just not it.
How are you seeing her? Because she looks like she has like high cheekbones, very bony face.
I see her with glasses. I keep seeing the shimmer. I keep seeing the shimmer of her glasses.
I see her hair's up.
I don't know if I see her.
She definitely was thin.
I just keep seeing that really close up on her face. Just very, very small eyes. Like thicker eyebrows. She was not pretty. Like she just was not.
That's why I keep describing her as like the witch from Wizard of Oz.
She's not a pretty person inside or out.
No.
I don't get how nobody knows what she looked like.
Yeah.
I know, it's very interesting.
I mean, Kelsi could be seeing her when she was here. I could be seeing her when she
after,
passed.
when she was older,
Like,
maybe
before she passed.
maybe she got really sick, really brittle.
What I was gonna say is I think her karma caught up to her
Yeah.
when we were
I'm
talking
getting
to Tom.
It always
Something.
does. You're getting an
Energy
image.
comes full
Yeah, I'm getting an
circle,
image,
y'all.
but is that kid's hands being chained?
No.
It's like these nubs in there. That looks like a chain. There's these black bars around.
Chain!
Oh my god, it's a chain.
Kelsi, Drew. Oh my god.
They're on their knees.
I just got full body
I have
chills.
goosebumps.
They're on their knees and their arms are chained.
Yeah. Why am I like terrified? I feel like I'm gonna cry.
My hands? Did that just say my hands?
Why am I getting emotional?
This thing's going crazy. I'm gonna pause this here. Thank
I do
you.
not like this at all right now.
I want to see these images that Drew caught. Like,
No.
dude, this is insane.
How is this so accurate? How is, like, this place is so active.
We gotta see these
They
images.
they are screaming their story to us. Kelsi, they are literally screaming their story.
I have chill. Look at my arm. Like, I have full-on chills right now. Okay, the chained.
That was wild. We have to look at this. Here,
Yeah, I'm
let's
gonna
see.
save.
Okay, so is that who is that?
It's the first one I saw.
I'm here.
The
Whoa.
Okay, so we
The
have some
shadows.
shadows.
Ooh, I got full body chills.
first.
That's
Dude,
not
this
a good
thing's
sign.
This thing's
This
going
is
crazy.
some heavy energy.
Okay. What in the world is that?
That was the candles or glasses that I saw.
Oh, I see.
This one's going nuts down here.
I know. The woods.
Okay.
Are you sure we're not making that go
No.
off? That's going crazy.
It's going to
Let me stand up just in case.
Yeah, let's not sit down for a second.
Let's what?
Yeah, I couldn't tell
Let's
what that
go
one
over
was.
here, just in case. Is this
that
the
the plate?
plate?
Yeah.
That is. It was a white plate I was seeing too.
As soon as you said plate, that came up.
That's wild. That's a chair. Oh my god!
And it said, Kelsi, it said
I'm getting chills right
chained.
now too.
This
Drew,
is
did you hear it say chained on
Yeah.
the spirit box?
My stomach just dropped.
Oh,
That is
my
disturbing.
God.
It looks like they have like nubs and they're on their knees.
That is disturbing.
I don't know if we have ever caught anything
This isn't.
more accurate. Oh, that's
Oh
me.
my
That's me.
god.
That's me. I'm like getting,
Scared
I'm
me.
so anxious right now because I don't know if we.
Dude, this
Sorry.
is like beyond disturbing. Those look like, because they were black chains, like
I might
they
need to take a break here pretty soon.
You do?
I'm getting such bad anxiety right now.
I just
Really?
said that.
Like I had,
Wait.
I'm getting
I
such
literally
bad
just
chills.
Said I'm getting really bad anxiety.
Pause.
I don't know. This place is one of the most active places I've
It's
been.
really
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah, I'm scared of her coming.
So I will.
Like I
tell
have
you,
a fear of her coming right now.
She is hiding in there.
Like she's upset.
Like she's 100%. I can feel her. She is upset that we're showing this.
Of course. We're showing all her darkest secrets. Imagine walking around with this mask on and having your darkest secrets be revealed to the world.
She doesn't.
She's
She
pissed.
doesn't want people to know right now. She's upset.
Well, when I walked in, I was like, well, I don't like you and you don't like me. I get it. Like, I'm fine.
Okay, yeah, we could take a break. All right, we're all taking a little breather, and Drew actually mentioned this, which I thought was interesting. So we decided to bring this little Robert the doll toy, and the kid's name was Robert.
Yeah.
Like, what? There's no coincidence. Like, there's just no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason, and this is just another synchronicity of the little. Like, it's just weird. It's interesting.
Stairs are really
Every
hard to
time I
open.
get to this doorway,
Oh,
it's
I
like this
just saw
dread.
something manifesting by that curtain back there, Kelsi,
Really?
where we were sitting.
I feel this dread, like,
Oh, I don't feel good down here.
it's like as they were pulled this way, it was just this pure dread. They knew what was coming.
Yeah, the energy is getting really, really intense right now, so. I hear footsteps.
What was
that? Said
that?
I'm here. I heard footsteps and that said I'm here.
That was a really weird noise.
You heard that? The noise that I
It
heard?
was like, I don't even know how to explain it. I think I caught it on the camera though. Who is?
Something about scratches?
Yeah. It scratches. Is there something dark down here that's manifested itself?
You asked for it? Is that what that said?
Whoa. That's what it sounded like.
Oh, no.
Oh man. This was Rosa's pride and joy down here.
That's what I literally just said that.
Oh, you
before.
did?
Yeah, like 2 minutes ago.
It was. This was all her darkest secrets.
Are you watching us?
I'm right here. I almost feel like she targeted males because when she was growing up, I think that her dad was very abusive. And I think she tried to get that power back by targeting young, did I say right? Males. And controlling like men. She wanted to overpower men specifically is what I'm picking up on.
And the fact that she used that 19-year-old boy. She used that 19-year-old boy and controlled him to hurt and abuse the young children here. She really manipulated him and he had enough. And he eventually went and did something about it, thank God.
Someone walked in over there, here.
Yeah.
Who was that? Can you do red for no and green for yes? You just walk on either side just like you just did. Are you proud of yourself?
I really saw her bony, skinny. She looked
She got
sickly.
some kind of cancer or something, I don't know.
Like she just looked really awful.
Why were you targeting my energy earlier?
Whoa.
Yes.
Is it because I'm a male?
Most likely.
Why when I saw the chains you decided that you wanted to give me anxiety?
Rosa, you realize you have no control over any one of us now, right?
Do I intimidate you? Is that why you were trying to scare me? Because you can't affect my energy.
Yeah, Rosa, you have no control over either one of us.
I have way more powerful people on my side. You're not strong enough.
Good job, Drew. Proud of him.
Did it just call me a shithead?
Oh, I thought it said sit. I thought it said sit.
I said shithead.
Stay for longer.
I have to leave in like 20 minutes.
Ha.
That
Want
is
you to stay?
crazy. Maybe it's the kids. Do you like our energy? Do you like us? Oh, wait. That makes me feel so bad.
Yeah, I'm getting like an image of her, so I'm trying my best to draw her. I'm not very good at drawing people, so.
Is the spirit talker going?
It is. It just said stay for longer, which is so ironic because I literally am leaving soon.
Yeah.
She was hung.
She was hung.
Oh, that was one of the theories too.
It was that she was hung. Actually,
Or-
one of the theories.
They killed her.
That
Because they were
they-
upset that she was only charged with $20 fine.
Yeah, she could have. Ooh, they could have found her
Could have
and hung
been.
her.
Thank you for coming through. No?
No.
We lived close.
We lived close.
Who did? Who are you? Did you just hear that?
What?
It was like, You're so, Just kidding.
Probably like
No,
a little kid or something.
No, it was like,
no?
or something. Oh my god, she.
What the fuck is that?
That's a lantern, Chris.
Oh my god, he's scared.
I thought that was gonna fall on me. I'm like trying to catch it.
The hook is so big to it too. There's no way.
He scared me.
I'm like, sorry.
I got that on camera too, you loser.
No, I thought it was gonna fall, and I don't know why.
I was drawing Rosa, and as I was drawing her, it goes, "Are you afraid?" We're all, no, we're not afraid of you.
Wonderful.
Yep, that's
I
right.
kind of made her look like she has an acorn head. I didn't
What's
mean
up
to.
with her hair?
She's very poofy. Like I was trying to, Chris. I'm not great at drawing things sometimes.
No, I'm not making fun of your drawing.
No,
I'm making
I
fun
did.
of her.
It kind of makes. She looks like an acorn head.
She sucks. I don't like
She
it.
sucks.
Not your drawing her. I don't like her.
I was trying. She has kind of a widow's peak. I was trying to get that too, but it just looks like an acorn's on her head. We are now in the area of the cellar where they would put kids in here and have them stay here for 7 days in complete darkness.
Sometimes they were here for months.
Sometimes months. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Alright,
This is where they had the worst
This was
punishment, right?
Yeah, this was the worst of the torment.
And they would probably beat them, then throw them in here and have them. You could even go blind if you're in darkness for that long. They probably have vision problems. The mental anguish of being in complete darkness itself is so just traumatizing. So we're gonna do an Estes session in here.
What happened to you down here? Do you want to talk about it?
Can't get home. Please come.
Do you want our help? What happened to you down in this room?
Torture. Don't want to leave.
We know bad things happen to you here, but you're not stuck.
Sad man.
There's so much more to your existence than this demented place.
Didn't have a chance. My arm's like burning.
There's so much more for you. You do not have
Cursed.
to stay here.
Ow.
Are you hurting Kelsi?
It's like burning right
Would
here.
she burn you with candles?
Whoa.
Hmm.
Would she burn you with candles?
Yes. Burn?
Oh my god.
On the,
It feels like I'm burning.
she would burn
And
him
it
with
said
candles.
burn super loud.
We got that on the seer.
That's why I
The
said.
candle.
Leave me alone.
17.
Is this a 17-year-old coming through? Because she did lock
It's
older
two.
children down here, or like older teenagers down here, with the assistance of Stick Boy, who was
Yes.
her servant.
Amen.
Died very recently.
Can you give us a name?
Get out of there.
Can you please give us your name so we know who we're talking to?
They're coming.
Why shouldn't we be in here?
There's something speaking in tongues.
Oh no.
It was like, oh, ah.
So we do believe that there's been a
Behind
consciousness that has been conjured from all of the negative energy here
You
that
will
makes
see
it so
me.
dark here. And it's not just Rosa's energy.
Oh
it's
my
something
god,
greater,
something just like
something
made
more.
a weird sound.
There was a bang out in the hallway
Yeah.
when that happened.
I did hear that.
There's
Okay.
something really aggressive. It's like, get out.
You know that you cannot
They're
hurt
lying.
us. You cannot hurt us. You know that, right?
The woman.
I just feel like that energy that's
Something
been
about a room? Bitch.
Yeah. Oh my god. The energy that's been conjured is
This
so
room.
intense that it's
Ankle.
coming through as its own consciousness, as if it's living. It's hard to explain. I just saw an orb above Kelsey's head.
Why was Kelsey feeling burning earlier? Who was that?
Control. Tried to kill.
How do you feel about these chains down here? How do these chains make you feel?
We're all good.
We're all enough.
Did this scare you? You know that this you don't have to be down here with these chains anymore, right?
Right.
Is this
Keep
one of the
seeing
kids
this
talking to
little
us?
girl with like blonde hair. Yes.
I just heard a little girl.
Who was the little girl that I heard calling
She has
to
like
me?
long blonde hair. This girl was young.
Was this the girl that called to me earlier when I first got here?
Emily.
Okay. Hi, Emily. Thank you.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you.
Listen.
I was sick.
Okay. What happened to
Malice.
you? Is there a presence that holds you guys back from talking to us?
I keep
I'll
seeing
affect
like
the
bloody
lights.
fingers.
I'll affect the lights.
As if they ate their fingernails because they were so hungry. They started eating the skin off their fingers. And their nails are all bloody and short. And I keep seeing them in the corner,
They were probably
like
anxious.
very dirty. And their fingers are just so bloody. Like they were starting to eat themselves.
Did you die down here?
Doll?
Kids
That was
disappeared.
weird, right? When I
Why
looked
is
at the
it
doll.
laughing?
Haha.
Relax.
Who's laughing?
I was about to say kids disappeared down here, and this goes ha ha.
Down
That's
there.
not funny.
Who's laughing?
We know that there's children that are unaccounted for at the hands of Rosa. Rosa, we know that you're responsible for this.
Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah. What said yeah? Rosa! Did that just say Rosa?
I don't know.
You know you're sick?
You know that this actually said
Red hair.
It said ha ha.
Red hair.
I said ha ha before when I was like, you know, there's children that disappeared, right? And it
I'm
goes,
laughing.
Ha, ha. I've never seen this thing go ha ha. Ever. Ever.
That's disgusting.
Rosa, what are your final messages for us?
Children.
Mm-hmm. Children. Do you still hurt these children?
I know I am dead.
Okay. Do you still hurt them? I feel like they're like so scared to even talk to us. She's.
I heard fat. My arm was burning. It felt like
Do you remember
It
the
was just
candle that came through?
I asked when it, so those candles that came through, I'm like, did she burn you with candles? She said, yes, burning.
as I was burning.
Yeah. When you said burning, it's when I said, did she burn you with candles?
Yeah.
I said burning.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Or like cigarettes. Maybe too. I don't know.
Well, this
I
goes to
think
your
the
app. I saw
candles.
2 candles.
Right.
So maybe I think she would like hold them under their arms or against
Oh,
their
like
arms.
oh, yeah.
That's
think
what
it's
like popped
like-
into my head instantly. Like that's what I thought about.
Yeah, it's probably what happened.
It's just so surreal sitting in this tiny little room. Like us three barely
Let's
fit
sit
in here.
Let's sit in complete darkness for a sec. Like just a sec and see what
Well, earlier you were saying that would affect your lights.
I want to see what they saw. So imagine being down here in complete darkness.
Shackled to the wall, no food, no sunlight. I would just be so terrified. Do you ever have like the worst anxiety in the world, right? And everything in your body, you just feel like you're floating. That's how I would feel.
Well, they
how
probably
I
saw
feel.
things too, because when you're in complete darkness like that, your brain starts filling in the gaps. So they probably started seeing things down here as well.
Their worst nightmares. They were already scared. They were already hurting. And then their brain filled in the gaps with it.
And they're probably anticipating her next move. She was probably really unpredictable too.
They probably heard her walking down the steps.
And she
They're-
probably tortured them. Like she would tease them, like pretend like she was going to do something, then she wouldn't do it. Then she
Right.
would come back and do it. So
It was
she
all
would,
a game to
yeah,
her.
she would just trick them.
This was hell.
She would torment them.
They were in hell because she's hell.
She's
But
disgusting.
like, how could she do that? And I feel like she picked favorites. Like, I feel like there were some children that she didn't mess with at all. Like Stick Boy, right? Like she used him as her personal servant to do her
Yeah.
dirty deeds.
Right.
I think he got punished at first, and then he started abiding by whatever her rules were.
She probably
Just to
brainwashed
survive.
them.
Yeah.
He probably did that just to survive.
I'm so sorry for all the kids that went through that. I'm
But
so
just
sorry.
know you don't have to stay here.
It's so awful. It really is.